Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to play with this around the bend die. I just recently participated in a crafting catalog launch, and I had made some different samples of what you could do with this stamp set. So I want to come on and just show you one of them. And the only thing, we're basically going to be making our own paper. The only stamp we're going to use for decoration is this one right here. This is a photopolymer stamp. And we're going to use this to design on our paper. And then I'm going to use the Just Want to Say Thanks stamp. I'm going to use soft suede, petal pink, and pear pizzazz for this, and then I'll show you a couple of the other samples I did, and they all look different. I'm going to do something a little bit different with this card as well. So first thing I'm going to do, I thought I would try and see how it looked, is this is the sentiment piece punch out that I want to put on there, and this came from this punch. And if it's still available, I will pop it on there. Any sentiment punch will do. I just chose this one, so I'm going to go ahead and get the sentiment punched out on, or stamped out on that. So we're going to do that first, and I think I'm going to do the soft suede for the sentiment. Okay, and try to get this centered as best I can. Perfect. Okay, so what I'm going to do a little bit different, I am going to emboss this piece right here. I have this embossing folder from Meadow Moments, and I think this is on the clearance rack. If it's still available, I haven't looked, but it has butterflies and these beautiful twigs in there. So I'm going to emboss this piece here with that. So let's go ahead and do that. Bring out my little mini machine here. This is the mini Stamp and Cut Emboss, and I love it. You'll be able to tell by my pads that I use the heck out of it. So handy just to have right here on my desk. So let's see, we're going to go ahead. Oh, I don't need that or that one. Need to actually get a different plate. I might go ahead and place this in here, and the butterflies are going up this way, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to place, I kind of want a butterfly right up there. So I'm going to set that in there, and I got to grab one more plate. So number 3 plate is going to go on here, and you need your number 1 plate, which is what this is. And we're going to go ahead and put this through. I don't think I did that sandwich right. Nope, it says that that's how you do it. Okay, there just wasn't much resistance. Let's see how it looks. Oh no, it did good. Okay. Just wasn't, that's nice. It wasn't much resistance. I've been mostly using the 3D embossing folder, so this is not. This is a standard embossing folder. Okay, so we've got that embossed. Sorry for that loud noise there. All of these to the side, and I have messy paper because I've been playing. Set that over there. Okay, put this stamp away. Alright, so what I want to do, and I'm going to bring in a messy paper I've been working on because I've had some time to play today. So with my pear pizzazz, I'm going to actually brush some of that on there. just to bring out that embossing a little bit, but I don't want it too dark. Darker around the edges and lighter in the center, just to bring that out a little bit, just add a little bit more dimension. Very nice. So that's what I'm going to do. So that piece is done, and we'll set that aside. Now, for the card paste, I chose the Pear Pizzazz, and this is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So that's the card base, and I'm going to be doing this orientation here. So what we need to do now is we need to prepare our own handmade paper. So I have this piece here, I believe is this is 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to use a stamp. Alright, so we're just going to make a pattern with this. And I'm going to start with, I think I'm going to start with the soft suede. And I need my chamois close by. Okay, so first we'll do the soft suede, and we're just going to ink it up. And then we're going to go in the corner here and just place our stamp. And I should be doing this on the pad. I got a good image, but I don't always get a good image, so I prefer to stamp on the pad. Alright, so we're going to ink it up again. And I'm going to go to this corner. I'm going to do all 4 corners with one color with the stamp set. Okay. And I'm going to clean that off. Let's see, I might go up one with another color. Can I do that? Just barely. I kind of want to close that hole up a little bit more. Let me see how that will look. Oh, that'll be fine. Okay, so now I'm going to do the next color, and it doesn't matter which order you do it in. I think I'm going to go ahead and do Pear Pizzazz next. Make sure I've cleaned this off really good. Alright, so get this inked up with the Pear Pizzazz. And then I'm going to go right under this. And I'm not really paying close attention with how far. I mean, I kind of am. The distance in between. It's just a fun pattern, so I'm just placing it where I think it looks good. I'm not trying to be perfect on spacing. And we're going to do that again on all 4 corners. And this one here. Okay. Then I'm going to clean that off, and I'm just going to rotate colors. My next color I'm going to put on is the Petal Pink. Making these samples and coming up with designs for the cards was a lot of fun. It was a challenge, but it was really fun to do. So I would encourage you, just get your stamp sets out, and just you can get copy paper to practice on. Just start stamping them with them and see what you can come up with. But I really love this design. I think it's such a fun design. Okay. And now we're going to go back to the soft suede. And you can do more than 3 colors. You can do 4, 5, 2, or just 1. Next color is Pear Pizzazz. I mean, that's kind of a fun pattern right there too. I would, yeah. You know, as you're doing this and you're working, you might find a point you want to stop. I'm actually going to cover the whole card front with this pattern, just rotating it back and forth. Okay, and do our petal pink. I close my stamp cases up each time because I get my hands in the ink pad. So I know some demonstrators can leave them open and not have a mishap, but I usually do. I end up with ink, fingerprints, and handprints all over my cards. So I always close it up. Okay, now we're going to go back to our soft suede and we're just going to keep rotating between the colors. Now you could also do two of the same color. So this is a double lined curved line. You could do two of each color down. Okay, now back to the Pear Pizzazz. Just about done here. And I brought over some different embellishments because I'm not really sure what I'm going to put on it yet to embellish it. Okay, we're still rotating. I do go all the way to the corner. You do not have to. You could definitely stop at this point. But I am going to go ahead, finish this up. And it gets to the point where you don't really have to stamp your whole stamp. You could just get edge there. And I don't think I can get this one. I don't think this one will fit in there. Just a little on the corner there. And then Pear Pizzazz, and then that'll be done. Okay, we have made our own card front paper with that one single curved stamp. So we're going to go ahead and move this out of the way and attach this to our card base. Okay, so now we have this piece that we can put right there in the center. Now, I don't know if I want to pop it up or not. I also brought over this petal pink gems, and I have petal pink ribbon. And I have my Wink of Stella. I think I'll do that after. I think I'm going to use the Wink of Stella. And I think I'm going to use the gems. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this up with some dimensionals. You can, and then when you see my samples, you'll see how one design can be completely different depending on colors you use, what you use for your sentiment strip, what you use for embellishments. So I'm actually going to, it's actually pretty straight, I'm actually going to do the Wink of Stella on the butterfly right here. I'm going to leave all the others alone, but this butterfly, go ahead and add that little bit of sparkle. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and add some of these gems right here. And these are fine sparkle adhesive back. I don't know if they still have these. And let's see, we'll stick right here. Stick one right there. Stick one right there. And there you have a very simple card. Now for the inside, here it is. You could just take some of these and I'm just going to move that over there and just put a couple of lines right here. So let's do we'll do the 3 colors. I'll attempt to leave them open for a moment. So I'm gonna use, let's see, let's start at the bottom and I'm gonna reverse the pattern. So I'm gonna do the soft suede. Green or pear pizzazz. And petal pink. Now you could do that on all 4 corners and that'd be a lot of fun, but to save time, I'm not going to do that. And then you've got just a little bit of fun inside your card and plenty of room to write. Glue this in. And there you go, a finished card. Just want to say thanks. And I think that turned out really pretty. That's a really soft color combination, and I think it turned out gorgeous. So that's one idea. Here's another idea. It's bright, and this pattern reminds me of like a celebratory kind of thing. But I used, let's see, that's Crushed Curry, Balmy Blue, and Poppy Parade, and the card base is a Poppy Parade. I stamped the Happy Birthday with the Crushed Curry, and I actually did Wink of Stella on the Happy Birthday. And these balloons came from the Stamp and Die Cuts or Die Set Celebrate with Tags, which is no longer available, but I really wanted the balloons. There are some other sets, another set or two that has balloons, but I went ahead and pulled those and just incorporated that in there, and I just added an additional balloon here on the inside. Fun, vibrant birthday card. And then the one that I actually made for my sample to show was this one here, and this is only using in colors, our current in colors. And so we have Tahitian Tide here for the background, we have Parakeet Party here for this, and then Orchid Oasis, Starry Sky, and Sweet Sorbet. added some ribbon here. This was actually a square, and I used this, whoops, this punch here with this angle piece to cut the corner on both of these. So I just measured whatever square I thought. I don't remember the measurements, but you could cut whatever size square you want, put that, and I popped it up. And then the blue bubbles in the background came from the stamp set here, and it's a second generation stamp, meaning I stamp off. When I get it in the ink pad, I stamp off and then I stamp them on here. And I think this just turned out to be just a fun card. And I just did the bubbles along the bottom here on the inside. So I hope this project gave you some inspiration to get out your stamps and start using them. And I hope you enjoyed the cards. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.